Hey, what's up, everybody?
So early.
It's not that early. All you gotta do is get up, take a cold shower, and
Welcome to Nervous Condition, a channel where you can be part of a positive, honest community and start your morning earlier. Or wait, unless you're living internationally, and then you start your evening earlier.
Yep.
I'm your host, the Astonishing Melody, but I'm the sidekick. The main host is.
I'm the Uncanny Omar. Thank you all so much for joining us. My goodness, look at you all, man. Some of y'all were up late with Amanda and I last night.
Yeah.
So
what's slapping, my dudes?
What's up, Max? I was just talking to Max a little earlier today.
Mama Melody and Big O.
The Big O.
Big O, Big O.
That was such a interesting anime. It was an interesting anime.
It was an amazing theme song.
Was it though?
Good afternoon from Poland. Yes, it was. See, I remember it. Big O. Okay. Mark kind of likes this time better. Good. I thought this gives also people other people a chance to join, right? Mm-hmm. But as my part was announcing that we are going to the Ren Fair today, I'm really excited. I'm not wearing my tiara right now because I'm going to wear it all day and it's going to hurt my head. So there you go. It's 1 a.m. in New Zealand, UK. It's Sunday at 1 a.m.
It's Sunday?
Yeah.
Really?
What the heck? I'm still eating lunch. Where you at, Final Shadow?
Final Shadow eats lunch. Well, he's in the UK, isn't he? Aren't you in the UK, Final Shadow?
I thought you were in America.
No, because he does timestamps. We can't find an American that finds timestamps as detailed as the Final Shadow.
And
I think he's in the UK.
Prime Wib. Why don't we Prime Wib? That's a 2-3-year-old waking up.
Oh, it's obligatory. Yeah, man. Let me tell you, I don't miss those days at all.
Oh, that's a good question. What's a Ren Fair?
So Ren Fair is short. It's what the cool people call
Renaissance Fair.
Renaissance Fair.
With an E at the end of fair.
Where you travel back in time and pretend to be whatever suited your
What was it,
character.
1400s, 1600s? Yeah.
So I would have been a peasant.
Yeah.
You would have been a queen. I would have been a peasant or dead, probably.
Like, people are actors that, like, work there. Like, in character, there's a fairy forest and royalty. There's real jousting. Well, on horses, not like real as in they get hurt. Mm-hmm. And it's really so much fun. It's magical. It's in a forest.
We've been doing it every year with the exception of 2020, like everything else. That was closed. For the last...
We're super nerds.
Ever since Amber invited us, that was, oh my goodness, that had to be 9 years ago.
So we go twice. Once for the girls, because I would miss my girls if I just went for adult time. Later is adult time.
Yep.
Today's little girl time.
So it's...
Is there a Stimpy Fair?
My oldest is turning 13, so we're going to have a teenager, which is insane, like to think about. Like, my baby's growing up. Woo! It's weird. It's weird. So tomorrow she turns 13, and kick off the celebration today. Tomorrow will be family, and then Wednesday I get to take the girls the girls, just her and her friends, to an amusement park. But I like riding roller coasters, so I'm all good with that. I love that Azrael. I love that cover by Joe Quesada, man. That's one of my favorite covers. You know what we need? We need an Azrael omnibus. That would be great.
There it is.
I love that cover, man. So I started finding single issues.
The story behind the cover on the Ask Me Anything last night through our Patreon. And speaking of the 1600 comic, that's what Mark was saying. Here you go. Yeah. I like this cover better.
The maze?
Yeah. It's pretty.
The labyrinth? Y'all are so old. Thanks, Ace. You always know how to make somebody feel young.
Mm-hmm. DJ wants an Azrael.
We didn't even have Sword of Azrael in oversized format. It wasn't even in the Nightfall omnibus. I don't know how they did as dirty. They had how many chances now? 5 chances to get it right. Trade paperbacks, fat trades, Omni editions, the box set, and then the connecting. Oh man, no Azrael, no love for Azrael. Justice for Azrael. Is he a biblical character? No, Gargamel's cat.
Is an Azrael demon?
Yes, he is.
Oh, hey, did we?
I'm glad you got some sleep, buddy. We also need a reprint of Nightfall Volume 3. Dude, you said it.
Roberto, we did hear that Berserk is going to keep going. We talked about that last night too. Omar got pretty deep. Can you summarize
What I think? Yeah, sure.
Or I could do for you if you start to go.
No, please, for the love of God, no. Anything but
I got you.
Summarizing my stories are...
No. Look.
Please don't. You call it a Ren fair, and we call it living in England. I like that, Jeff. I like that.
Because guts is so important to you, he's synonymous with Miura.
Yes. So
anybody else, not to be mean or like gatekeeping, just anybody else wouldn't do the same, because that's your that's who inspired you.
So manga to me has always been different. That was a really good job. Manga to me has always been different than American comics, right? I know that when I die, Wolverine will continue his adventures. Thank you for the super sticker, Kevin Connor. I know that, Superman will always continue long past their creators, right? But manga has always been kind of special because of like the creator is so in tune with the character that you can't separate the two. I'll always think of Ranma or Maison Ikkoku and Rumiko Takahashi. Can't imagine anybody else doing that. So for this, it's like, I feel like, Berserk has been a big part of my life since 1998, and illegally because of bootleg videotapes. I don't care.
Since 1988, illegally.
1998.
I said 88.
No, 1999. No, not 98. Yeah, 98 because it was the year. Okay. Despite, and then I had a strong connection to it because I was one of the first people to review the manga in America in 2003 when Dark Horse was a Studio Proteus.
Thank you, Riv. How are you?
Thank you so much. That premiered it here, and they sent me a copy of it because I was reviewing manga for like, what was it? It was like an AOL thing. And then, Dark Horse had my contact information, so they sent me the deluxe edition. I was the very first person to review it. I had no idea how much it was going to blow up. I had no idea how many people were going to get into it because of that review, and it's been an amazing ride. And Berserk has been like, part of me for over 20 years, so it feels like a best friend. So when Miura died last year, like I didn't make a video until a few days later because it felt like I was losing a friend. So I had to have like that time to mourn. And I know that sounds silly to some people, but that's just the way I feel. I guess I should have done a video because everybody else was getting like 100,000 views. But anyway, so when I heard the news that his manga was going to continue on with his best friend doing it, I feel like, to me, I'm happy for all the people that are excited because I know it made a lot of people's days. People were messaging me and like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's happening, Omar. This is amazing. And I'm like, yeah, it's great. And I wish I could be that excited. But instead, the way that I described it is like, since it felt like a best friend in my life, feels like somebody's wearing my best friend's clothes, right? That's the way it feels. And it's not his voice. It may look like him. It may even sound like him a little bit, but it's not him. The ending might be what he wanted, but the journey won't be the same. And saying all that, of course, I'll still read it. It's Berserk. So new Omni announcements. They're coming. I got all the content with the exception of covers. I have to wait on the covers.
There's just so many in a row, right? Then when it slows down, it's like...
Yeah, David and I have to figure out, oh my gosh. I know I have to announce one, the very special, super secret Omnibus. That one has to be announced separately because of licensing things. But I think everything else I can announce in like big bunches. So you might get big bunches of stuff. Morning, Omar. Mel in the mood for a long run. Wait, Flash, Fables, or Pad Hulk? Decide for me, please. Oh, you got it, Kevin. I thought you were running.
Fables!
I thought you were running, and I was like...
You're going to read it at the same time.
No, I would go with Peter David's Hulk. Enjoy, my dude. Keep in mind, it takes a little bit to get into his story. Fables is an excellent choice because it's a standalone.
Yeah.
However, they're continuing it, so it's not finished quite yet. So maybe next year or the year after when the deluxe edition is out.
Laura says Fables.
All right, Melanie and Laura agree.
Curmudgeon saying, did something happen to Ramita?
Oh, God, I hope not. Senior? No. Look at that.
No, because...
Darumo says he wears his dad's old watch. I think it's something like that, right? Like, it's been that big part of my life that, that's how I feel about it. Like I said, happy for all the people that are tweeting and making videos. Like, I can't believe Berserk's coming back. I think it's great for them. For me, not yet.
My eyeballs aren't working.
Hey, Near Mint or New Mutants. I just 2 more X-Men Omnis from Dying Breed. You bought 2 more X-Men Omnis from Dying Breed, so I feel like I've earned the right to ask, when does Uncanny Volume 5? I love it. You do earn the right. I don't know. Maybe next year. My bet has been next year for at least 2 years now. When people have been asking me for 2 years, where's Uncanny 5? I've been saying, I think 2023. There's no way it happens in 2022. Omar, following the X Factor by Peter David Omni, what would be the Omni name? X Factor by J.M. DeMatteis, or is there not enough issues for him? I pushed and pushed for those issues to be collected in the Peter David Omnibus, the Volume 1, because they've been orphaned and they haven't been collected in oversized format. And coincidentally enough, Marvel knows what they're doing. They're releasing the Epic Collection Afterlives, which I think some people have already overseas. Some people have sent me pictures, but it doesn't come out until next week officially. So I think for me, I don't know how. Maybe bring out the Phalanx Covenant and add those issues in there, because J.M. DeMatteis didn't write enough, because then we had the Howard Mackie era, which is the post. The post X Factor kind of becomes like Freedom Force, the post Fatal Attractions and Phalanx Covenant stuff. So maybe that would be enough for an omnibus, but I don't think or J.M. DeMatteis had enough. Well, maybe with the Spider-Man mini, I don't know. Even then, got my lady years ago into comics through Fables. It's good, right?
Daniel's going to Spain in 2 weeks. Woohoo! Taking with me Batman Omni by Scott Snyder. Should take the dust jacket.
Don't take the dust jacket. You'll crinkle it. Take the dust jacket off. Get it signed. When you're going to Spain,
be like Zdarsky and throw it away.
No, don't be like Zdarsky. Thank you for this, John, for the super chat, brother.
Saw your Firepower video. I read the single issues and the bigger twists, and it's Sandy you wanted to start right after what you just read.
So after the first 12 issues, okay. Because I kept hearing people talk about it. I'm like, no, okay, it's still Iron Fist. It's still pretty, though. How many
copies of Death and Superman does this make?
We don't talk about Death and Return of Superman. 8? 8 times I bought that. It's not even my favorite story.
Genuinely 8?
Yeah, the single issues, the crappy trade, the new fresher trades in the early odds, the first single issues, old trades, nice trades, the first fat trade that they had of like Death and Return, and then the first omnibus, which was a crappy omnibus, and then the reprint of that omnibus. That's 6 so far, which was the bigger size omnibus, because the crappy omnibus didn't have the Supergirl issues and it had the matte paper. The new omnibus had bigger pages or oversized, and then in 2019 the fold out page omnibus, which is the main reason why I bought it, and then this time around, so that's 8 times. And the 8th time I did it because of you all, because I'm like, there's no way there's any difference in here. And Omar, without a YouTube channel, would not have bought that. So for people that were like, I think there was somebody that said this was a waste of time. This is a waste of money is what it was. I'm like, yeah, but you didn't waste any money. I did. I'm going to give my other one away whenever we celebrate an anniversary here. So I did it because of you all. Many people asked me to do a comparison to the previous omnibus release. So
you counting on your fingers how many Death and Return of Supermans you bought? It's like me counting on my fingers how many boyfriends I had that ended up being gay.
8?
But that's another story.
She's at number 9.
Turn around.
What kind of segue was that?
It's another story.
That's what it reminds you of? Somebody's asking about Spawn reprint. I'm not sure. That's all up to the Todd father, but they are coming out.
D-Rock enjoyed the epic announcements video. Stoked for Aliens and Ant-Man. Lots of other good ones, too.
Oh, man, I had so much fun. Like, when I saw Ant-Man, you all have no idea how much I wanted to, troll you all with Ant-Man 2. But then it was leaked. But I did, tease a little bit about Ant-Man 2. Wait, are you laughing at yourself? What are you laughing at here?
Yes.
And I almost said something about an alien life form. Collection.
Oh,
because it was an alien epic collection.
I know.
I almost said, well, there is an alien life form.
JT's gonna buy it 8 times.
But people would have figured it out. He's talking about the alien epic collection. I know it. He's stupid when it comes to his. That's real commitment for the death, right? And it's not even my favorite Superman story. Why do I buy this stupid story so much?
Favorite is when he's a father, right?
Oh,
That's what you said like last night.
That and the Brainiac. Oh, the Brainiac story arc rips my heart out. Oh my gosh. The Jeff Johns and Gary Frank Brainiac story. Oof, that's rough to read.
Any idea if DC will bring Justice League Bronze Age Omni 4 heart in a phase?
Never lose hope, because remember, Bronze Age 3 had been canceled and they brought it back. So anything is possible, especially with all these new printings. Maybe next year they're going to focus on new books instead of new printings.
There you go, Final Shadow, right? I feel you. It's what you do for Final Fantasy games.
I feel like Rob does the same, except he never plays them.
Never opens them.
Like, his justification is always like, oh, I have a PS2. I'll get the upgraded version of that. Ooh, I never opened it. I got a PS3. I'll definitely play it then. Oh, wait, the Switch is portable.
I bought it in Japanese because that's my favorite. I even have a tattoo. I want to own it in Japanese, and I tried playing it, and I'm like, okay, I'm not that committed.
Saludo desde San Antonio, Tocayo Web. Thank you, brother. I hope you're doing well. Omar Comics. That's my type of comics. Awesome.
What?
What's with the, you want to read it like Alicia does?
What's with Submariner Epic going to number 3?
Oh, Jeff, they know you want that number 2. That's how they get you. They're going to make sure you are.
You sound like an old lady like me. That's how they get you at the store. They set up a s'mores thing, set up, and then you're like, I'll just grab the marshmallows, and they're like overpriced marshmallows, but you don't care because you're getting all the supplies. Go ahead.
Your brain is like over there. Can we grab it back, please?
No.
They know that you're going to be committed to buying a number 2 if you get that number 3. That's what's going on. And keep in mind, for the longest time, every other line has jumped between like volume 4 and then like volume 17. Let's go back and do 5, and then let's do 23. So rarely do they do things in chronological order when it comes to epics. I get excited when they do, but then they start some lines, like the new Guardians of the Galaxy line is starting at number 1. Aliens is starting at number 1. And then again, Conan did. Conan, I think, is one of the few that did it in chronological order.
Kingsport Cow, thank you for the super chat. Hey, bro, I'm still drunk. That's not good.
Oh, man. No, it's good.
Have you ever read Batman?
Legends of the Dark Knight.
Story arc Infected? Yes. Don't. It sucks. I've been pulling back issues from my comic shop lately.
So there's a reason why a lot of those Legends of the Dark Knight have not been collected in trade paperback or collected editions. But maybe one day we'll get the classic stories collected in a big omnibus. Like, I feel like there's a lot of important stories like Venom that are in there for Batman that have not been properly collected or at least come back to print. Hey, John Williams. At least I'm a big fan of his music. Somebody was asking something good earlier. I would have. I don't know. We'll get to it, I'm sure.
Buenos dias. Any chance DC will reprint Batman Nightfall Volume 3?
Hey, New Spooey Channel was just asking about that. Yeah, absolutely. There's a chance. It might be a stealth reprint like they've been doing with JSA. By the way, if you haven't picked up JSA, they are all back. Check out our sponsors, cheapgraphicnovels.com or Walt's Comic Shop. Please do yourself a favor and pick them up if you're needing them, because when they go out of print, then people take advantage of those, and eventually.
Walt's Comic Shop is in Europe and Germany. Cheap Graphic Novels is in America. We don't have a cheap graphic novel sticker for me to go do.
Yeah, Waltz is great. I get emails from people telling me, that they found. Thank you for letting me know about Walt's Comic Shop. I didn't know about it. I can get my books a little bit cheaper than normal.
It's
they ship all over.
Shipping in the EU.
Yeah, €9.90. I guess this is a
promo.
Regardless,
all right, let's go.
€9.90.
And
if you live in
regardless, he's in Germany, right? It's not like being shipped overseas. So, let's see. Sturdy and careful packaging. Emails answered within 24 hours.
Look at you.
Great selection of out of print books, omnis, collected editions. Because I got it this week, folks.
Okay.
Walt's Comic Shop, your dang it. Walt's Comic Shop, your home for premium collected editions in Europe. Ding.
Yeah.
I missed a word.
You missed so much. Don't forget to use near mint condition, all one word at the checkout for free shipping of your first order to all EU countries. Thank you so much for the super chat, Hand of Aries. That's an awesome name. Good morning, Omni. Just read Once and Future hardcover. Paper separated from the glued binding on both sides. Ideas to fix. Pretty upset with the quality of it being a $60 book. Are you talking about the end sheets? They're separating from the paper there, or are you talking about the bunches, like like when you have the page bunches together in the sewn binding? Because that book is sewn binding, isn't it? Can you get it for me, baby?
Sure.
I don't think they would have reprinted it as a glued bind. Let me look at it really quick, dude. I want to know what you're talking about. Look, I'm curating books or healing them or whatever it's called. I don't know. Get the jingle right.
Right?
No more caffeine for Melanie.
Hold up. It's because I'm excited for the Ren Fair.
Yeah, nothing excites my wife more than dressing up like she lives in the 1400s. And me, I get all hot and sweaty. And Omar, what's the latest on the Lady Death Omnibus? They did the right thing. They pulled the books because most of them were damaged in shipping. So the Kickstarters and all that, or Indiegogo, whatever it was, I know got pulled. So apparently they are going to release them later. So don't lose hope. No More Caffeine for Melanie might be my favorite. If you could be in a cameo of one upcoming DC or Marvel movie, which would you choose? Wolverine. I'd be the crazy guy, the drunk guy in the background going, "They're all gonna laugh at you."
What?
That's from Carrie. Here, open it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll look at it. Keep an eye out on his comment. Ooh, yeah. You know what? The spine is
the bunches.
The bunches aren't good in this. So if you're looking at this, it's good that it's sewn binding. But as you can see, they didn't use enough glue. I see what you're saying. Yeah. They didn't use enough glue to keep the bunches down, right? So they're like, even my copy, sorry, trying to get my finger in the right place.
Been read twice.
It's been read, I've stretched it a little bit, and then I've read it once. And then when I did an overview of it, I opened it up again. But see what I'm saying? Like, that shouldn't be happening, especially in a book with this many pages. That kind of sucks for a $60 book. You're right. There's really no repair for that. It's just
couldn't get into it, even though the art was really good. Yes, the art is really good.
The art is great, man.
And Michael's Once a Future is also coming apart.
Yeah. It's just
get some glue to try to fix it.
You could try to fix it because you can see the bunches coming out of there. I don't know, honestly, if the book glue would fix that. Because if you think about it, this is really just cosmetic, by the way. This doesn't really do anything. This, it used to, when they used to bind books,
Here, I'll put it back in.
But nowadays, it's just a cosmetic look. Here, let's get a couple of these.
Yeah, a couple of super chats.
Hey, Omar and Melanie and Omar, love the channel. Thank you so much. Could I get a birthday shout out? Keep up the great show. Sure. Michael Collins, of course, dude.
Yeah.
Sing him happy birthday like Marilyn Monroe sings John F. Kennedy happy birthday.
No. You do it.
No, Michael Collins will stop.
$4.99. Go.
Happy birthday. Oh, my gosh. Happy birthday, Michael Collins. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here and spending your birthday with us, man. Is it today or tomorrow?
I'm too embarrassed to try.
You're so cute.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Just like Marilyn Monroe. There you go. Keep going, baby. Wow, no wonder John F. Kennedy was...
Happy birthday.
He couldn't say no to that.
Dear Michael Collins. Happy birthday to you and many more. She ain't doing the jazz hands.
She's the jazz hands. Woo, that's sexy. Morning. You mentioned Supergirl Omnibus by Peter David. Thank you for the super chat, my brother. On the most wanted DC Omnis list. Absolutely, man. Would you like a Carl Kessel Superboy Omnibus? Yes, because that is that's a 90s era. Oh, man, I miss... I asked this question because I've been reading Superman, and the whole time I'm waiting for Connor to show back up. And I know he was part of that Young Animal line. Is it Young Animal line? Whatever line that Bendis started with the young kids. And then he was part of the Teen Titans. But is Connor back? Is he back? I don't know. I miss that character.
All right, Ace has got me a jingle. When your life's a flop, do-do-do-do, go to Watts Comic Shop. Do-do-do-do. Yeah. The OHC Scarlet Witch.
It's an illusion. No, it's
earlier about it.
It's a custom Omni I got years ago. It's a James Robinson custom Omni with Uncanny Avengers Volume 2. It's got the missing issues from Rick Remender's run. Can't wait for the reprint of Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1. Yeah, man. I took it upstairs. Or I would have shown it. It does have the new spine, though. So if you're getting the new reprints, it's got that same spine design.
JT's got a good idea. Doing birthday jingles on Cameos and additional revenue stream. No.
We're not quite that level yet.
Hey, but we're going to Heroes Con in a couple of weeks and we love to meet people. Actually, let me check right now and see if the schedule is up, because I don't want to say, hey, let's meet at this certain time and like somebody really famous is having a signing, or
like the Uncanny Omar might be having a signing that time.
It's Heroes Con in North Carolina.
Hey, Omar and Melanie, would you recommend picking up the 6-gun library editions or Wasteland Apocalypse editions? Chad, I would appreciate anybody in the chat, please. Between both of those, I would go with the 6-gun. 6-gun to me spoke a little more than Wasteland, and I like Wasteland, but
teenage Wasteland,
vampires and Western. Oh yes, and Cullen Bunn is just I don't know how that man writes so much. I told him when I interviewed him last year, a couple of years ago, I was like, you write more than I read. How is that possible? You're a freaking machine. It's a solid read. It's one of his best works.
The schedule's not up yet.
Okay, sweetie. What's up, BK? What's up, man? How have you been, brother? This is Brent. You remember Brent from About Heroes?
Yeah.
What collection would you want for Azrael's 30th anniversary this year? Let's get the Dennis O'Neil. Who did the artwork for that? You start off with Sword of Azrael, and then Barry Kitson. Barry Kitson did some of the artwork for that run. Yeah, how do we not have those? I think they started one, right? We have one trade paperback, and they canceled the line. Daniel, get the Fantastic Four one, and Kirby. I loved it. The Thing is brilliant. There you go. He's talking to Daniel. Sorry we interrupted your conversation.
Omar, logistically speaking, how likely is it for Marvel to reprint, say, something, Volume 1? Omni?
Sort of Savage
Sword of Conan. Omni, before Marvel loses the rights, is there a chance?
I mean, they would have to rush print it, brother. I don't know. It might be a done deal too, right? Like maybe it's like, hey, this is what we've agreed to. I don't know. I promise if I get the answers to that, I will let you know.
Thanks, Jeff, for the super chat and the mention that British artist Michael Collins drew the first appearance of Gambit.
Michael Collins, who we sang happy birthday to earlier? Who's in the chat? This is crazy.
Yeah, we're still attempting to go to New York Comic Con.
Oh, yeah, I need to email them about that, because they emailed me back saying you don't, like they said, you don't qualify for a press pass, but you qualify for a professional pass. Yeah, so I don't know if that's a compliment or if that's
No, they worded it very diplomatically. They're like, we think this would be a better fit for you.
All right, but they haven't emailed me back.
Hey, Omar, I recently bought Cosmic Ghost Rider from Amazon. My first copy of the glue was coming apart, so I exchanged it. My second copy of glue cracked after relaxing the spine. I was reading on my bed and chair. Oh.
That book, I don't think that book has any binding issues. It's a big book. The only books I found that had binding issues, of course, are the first printing of the Miles Morales, and those are mainly gone. Captain America by Mark Waid. But even that can be fixed with some glue, the book glue. My copy of All New Wolverine had the page bunches separating from the ribbon, so I don't know. I haven't heard about that. Like, so you stretch the spine and it's still crack, but it's still good, right? Like, it's okay to hear glue cracking. It's not a bad thing. What you don't want to hear is the spine break, which happened to me with that's why I need to get new copies of JSA. My JSA Volume 2, the way that book was built, it will have a crease in the on the spine because it just wasn't built well, and the spine cracked on me. So like whenever I open it up, it's just flopping there like a freaking dead fish. Or dying fish, I guess.
What's it do? Here, I'm going to go get the Omni. Somebody said they were lured in because of the Omni and the thumbnail.
Which Omni? I suckered? You were bamboozled.
Oh, and Lionheart mentioned that he's got a grade at first appearance of Gambit's 9.8.
Dang, dude, are you serious? Mine is signed by Andy Kubert, Jim Lee, Scott Williams, and not Stan Lee, and Chris Claremont. Yeah. It's not graded, though. I don't think it's even a good copy, so I ain't even bragging. So I can't get rid of it, right? Hey, Omar and Melanie, hope you're doing well. Also, is Black Adam Dark Age including in any Omni, or do I need to buy the trade paperback? Dark Age is the miniseries, and that's never been in omnibus format. There was a deluxe edition that was supposed to be coming out, and it got canceled. So the trade paperback is the only way to get it. And thank you for the super chat, Joel. Yeah, it's not in any of the Omnis. So get it. As a matter of fact, I'm actually working on my where to start reading Black Adam. And whenever I do those videos, I always tell people where they can find the stories or how they're collected. So try to help people out because, it's the home of collected edition. So I have to help people find these stories. Hopefully they remain in print. But DC is pumping them out. By the way, the videos you guys did with your little girls reviewing Daredevil was your best video ever. Oh, thank you, dude. Okay, so first of all, thank you for the super chat. 2, I love doing those videos because it brings the family together, and I love reading comics with the family, and we're all reading the same thing, so it's almost like our tiny little book club.
It's right here.
I forgot to. Sorry.
Talk about the family review. I'm like, it's right here.
And now Melanie's yelling at me because I told her at the wrong place. Do I sell my books? Not anymore, brother. I give them away most of the time to schools or to you fine folks. Yeah. There's and I'll be honest with you, Third Rail, or anybody that cares, to me, like, it would be an additional source of income, like if times ever get hard, right? But I've been really blessed with YouTube, with you wonderful people watching my videos, with our Patreon. So I don't need to sell them. I'm okay just giving them away. And I feel like it's my way of paying it forward for, here, let me remove this really quick. It's my way of paying it forward because I was a guy that grew up with nothing. Like, I grew up poor, like third world country poor. So I understand what it's like to not have anything. And getting one small gift from a stranger was just amazing to me. Like, and I'm talking about like a 2-liter of Pepsi when somebody bought that for my brother and I. And that memory always, like that feeling always sticks to my head. Maybe I can make somebody's day like that by sending them something like an omnibus, right? And I have sent omnis to several people that have randomly commented on my videos. Although the last time I tried, the guy didn't give me his address because I was just blatantly telling him, I'm like, hey, if you need this, it's yours, man. Just randomly.
Remember,
but anyway, so
like, I'm a kid.
Oh yeah, and if you're those 12-year-old kids, man, they really get to me. So, yeah. So I don't really sell anything. Not books. Still sell some video games though. I was forever giving away comics up until recently. I had to sell the majority of my collection of medical stuff. When I can do comics again, I'll be giving them away again. I love gifting comics. You gotta
take care of yourself.
I used to give single issues for Halloween. Love your work. You got me in a call. Oh, thank you, AD. Thank you. And I'm glad you're still here, man. I used to love giving single issues to kids instead of candy. Some kids would complain, though. Videos with your little girls are the only videos my little girls will watch. Aww. And well worth it, man.
Fat Fluffy. Eel. Ely. L. Okay. Just recently got my first Omni, The Incredible Hulk Volume 1. I'm loving it so far. Good.
Are you serious? Really? The classic stuff? That's awesome, man.
Did you get Joel's super chat?
Which one was it? Yes. Okay. Yes, Black Adam Dark Age. I got that one. Okay. Yes. Gotcha. I'm on top of it.
Okay.
So I hope that you didn't get hoodwinked or bamboozled. Here it is, The Amazing Spider-Man Omni Volume 1. It comes out in July. Oh.
Trying to suck. Hey, all you Minties, whose birthday is it?
Is it Sean?
Is it yours?
He's a man of mystery. This is another guy.
I don't know. You got to answer, Let
me tell you something about him. This guy is so humble. He has been watching the channel for about 3 years now or so, probably more. He volunteered to be administrator on the chat, whatever. I offered to send him some books. And
moderator.
Moderator, thank you. And he has refused. I'm like, man, are you kidding me? Oh, dude, that's crazy. Like, he's like, nope, love you, man. And I'm like, that's awesome. I hope to meet him one day. I hope he's not a bot. He's a Russian bot that's trying to hack into my account.
Well, this would be a very witty, humorous Russian bot.
A Russian bot for 3 years trying to get into my account. If it's your birthday, brother, happy birthday, but I don't know anything about you because you're a man of mystery.
You have to answer before I sing.
Okay.
Thank you, Ricky, for the super chat. Love the early chat. Getting more super chat. Here, take my money.
Thank you, man, and congratulations. It's your summer, right? I know you're a teacher, so you look forward to these days.
Oh, I'll tell Lydia happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm a kid at heart. Does that count?
No, it does not.
Oh, by the way, me and my wife passed our TV lottery visa interview. No more freight forwarding comic books to Georgia for us. We're moving to the States this fall. Various Comic Cons, here we come. Yay, congratulations.
Congratulations. Let me,
because I know that takes a lot of work.
For those of you that don't know that live in the States, what a visa lottery is, it is your chance to try to get a passport to come to America. It doesn't guarantee you when you buy a lottery ticket almost to try to get a chance, and you still have to be interviewed, because this is the way that of course you can, Joe. I'm going to send you copies of Trouble, and it doesn't guarantee you a chance to come to America. It doesn't even guarantee you an interview, but it's a step. So it is like winning the lottery to a lot of people. We tried for 10 years to get to America. My family did. My brother wasn't even born when that's how long it took us. So when I say, like, I'm very grateful and I don't mind giving books away, like, despite of, I know, every country has its problems, but this is still like one of the greatest places. Like, just because to go from absolutely nothing to being married to you, somebody said that, like, that's, a guy that didn't have nothing and then being married to someone like you and then doing this and get to talk to you fine people. Man, that's beautiful, man.
I was going to make a,
inappropriate joke.
Inappropriate joke that might be misconstrued to something else.
Of course
I'm going to keep my mouth
shut. Dude, I saw Psycho Cleveland yelling at me earlier.
I was waiting for you to get done talking.
Psycho Cleveland isn't here for the books. He's here for the dad jokes.
No, Sean DeSook is.
Oh, Sean DeSook.
Lionheart, thank you for the super chat. I have a few other graded books. I definitely have the Incredible Hulk 81. It has a stamp inside, which increases the value of the book.
You don't. Quit lying to me. This man has been telling me he's going to beat me at Street Fighter, and now he's throwing the graded Hulk 181 in my face. You better send me some pictures with you smiling right next to it like this. I don't want to see no Photoshop picture or some stock picture of graded Wolverine.
Oh, Sean DeSook is saying if it's Lydia or Alicia's birthday.
Mine's in December.
Phew, dodged a bullet there. I was singing you happy birthday.
I don't think you dodged much of a bullet. Wow.
Lydia's is tomorrow. She turns 13.
I'm going to have a teenager, brother.
Oh,
I'm officially old.
Mm-hmm.
Officially old. Look at this. Ricky, you're saying, Omar, the X-Men Inferno prologue is $39.99 on CGN. Worth mentioning to everyone. Best deal on that book. Right now, Cheap Graphic Novels is having a sale on Absolute Editions and Omnibus. Big books. Started yesterday, but you can still find some good deals like that. $39.99. Go and check them out. If it's your first time ordering, tell them Near Make Edition sent you their way for free shipping on your next order. They're in the US though. So yeah. Hi, what's up, Joey? How are you? I hope that you both are doing well today. I hope you have a wonderful. This guy's so positive, man. He just comes in, doesn't ask about comic. Every once in a while he does, but just wants to say, have a good day. What a good guy. Wish Mallory would have made the joke. No. Roberto Rodriguez, if the joke is on me, it ain't funny.
No, it was on me.
Oh.
We've got some wonderful questions here. I've been showing comments that don't require answers, right? While we're talking. So let's get Meownon's super chat, and then let's get some of these questions. So thank you for the super chat. I thought the lottery was that thing where they throw rocks at you. English lit joke. Yeah, it is. Oh man, I haven't read that short story in years.
Short story, the lottery.
I'm like all excited about. You get rocks thrown at you, but yeah. Oh, who wrote that? Was
that Bradbury or who was that?
That was a twist.
It was a twist.
I don't.
And I feel like it's a Bradbury twist.
Lamb to the Slaughter. The other night, it's written by the guy that wrote Willy Wonka or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Willy Wonka,
and I couldn't quite remember why she did what she did, but I remembered all the rest. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. The lottery.
Quit complaining, man. I'm a year younger than you, and I have an 18-year-old adult son. All right.
Shirley Jackson.
Roberto Rodriguez. I'm not complaining.
Oh, I always thought it was a woman. Shirley Jackson's a man.
Omar, who's your favorite Stranger Things character? Eddie Munson. That dude stole the show in season 4. That's my type of character. Are you going to cover Curse Words Omni coming out by Soul? Soul's She-Hulk proved to me he could do comedy, so I already pre-ordered. I've actually had it sent to me, the Kickstarter version from my buddy Derek. I think it's the exact same thing. There's no difference. So I will probably be doing, I'll be honest, I haven't read it. What's up, Red Cloud? How are you? It was Shirley Jackson. No, yeah, Shirley someone.
Ace knows, JT knows. Shirley someone.
Omar, how do you have a 13-year-old at 44 and I have an 18-year-old at 40? I started early, son. That's what you and Roberto need to start, the 40-year-old with Adult Sons Club. Because both of you started at, I guess, younger than I did. I don't know. We started at different times. You guys were go-getters. I was more like, I like to collect more comics.
You were up and Adams.
My dad is 45 and I'm 20. Omar, you're doing fine. Thank you. Oh my gosh, your dad's 45. You're 20 and you're watching my stream. That's so crazy.
Oh, a Curmudgeon says, I hated Eddie overacting.
Oh, dude, I loved him.
For severe overacting.
I liked him a lot. I'm just here to give the love. My dude, Psycho Cleveland. Do you think Extreme X-Men Omni means some more overdue past 2000 X-Men Omnis are coming? Or is it just because it's the last Claremont stuff? I honestly don't know. I mean, sometimes I can kind of guess where they're going, and then sometimes we get X-Men the Animated Series, which makes sense because, of course, it's coming back as a show. I don't know. I want more. I want Extreme X-Men. But you all know, I have the Curse of X. I'll buy a Chuck Austin X-Men Omnibus. Of course I will. I'll buy a Peter Milligan X-Men Omnibus. And just like everybody else, I'll buy a Bendis Omnibus. Even though they're not my favorite runs, it's just who I am. I'm weak. I bought Superman 8 times.
What are their overviews this week? Any announcements?
The announcements, I swear, I'm ready to talk about them. Like 2 of them I'm super excited about, but then not to give any hints, but they're not X-Men related. One is the one that a lot of people have been waiting for. But what I was going to say is that what I'm waiting for is covers. The covers have been chosen. It's just that the collected editions department has to give them to me. That's it. It's really cool to get to work like that, man. And it's really cool to see the behind the scenes of how often things change. Sometimes they send me stuff. I make the video and David's like, wait, we're not using that cover. Use this one. And I'm like, but I have to re-record that part because that's not the artist anymore. You know, it's really cool to work like that. I love it, man.
Hey, good morning, TS. And there we go. Omar, I just wanted to repeat how much we need a thick Mutant Massacre prologue omnibus that will include everything between Volume 4 and Mutant Massacre. Yeah,
if you watch the Map My X, the very first one we did of mapping X-Men Volume 5, we had a big disagreement. I said there's enough material for 2 books if they do everything, including X Factor and all the miniseries. Riley's crazy, and he was like, they can give us a 1,500-page book. And I was like, an X-Men book that's many pages? I don't know, man. That's kind of pushing it. But I guess we'll see. Maybe we'll announce a Volume 5. Maybe we'll get a prologue. Somebody's asking if there's going to be new reprints. So they're new, and there's reprints. Yes. And some of them are in our top 20. Actually, I think all the reprints are in our top 20. So...
Will you guys be watching Sandman on Netflix when it comes out? Yep. And I think it's looking good. I was like, but nobody can, live up to Morpheus. Not that actually he's rather self-centered little brat. Anyway, live up to playing him. But somebody told me that Gaiman casted him. So I was like, oh, okay.
I don't want to like it, but the trailer has me excited. It's one of those. It's one of those things like Berserk. I'm okay with with
Bria Tarth being Satan.
Lucifer. A big difference, okay?
Okay, sorry.
It's just one of those things that. Why does it need to be a TV show? Why does it need to be a movie? It's okay just being a comic. I get that adaptations happen and have always happened since movies and radio shows, whatever, but. I don't understand the need for it succeeded as a comic. Let's get let's make it into a TV show. And
maybe it's because everything's exponentially getting quicker and quicker. It's like, oh, we need to fill the void. Let's get this out. Let's get this out. Wait, we don't have time to come up with new stuff.
And also, it's a business, right? If somebody paid their licensing for it, then they might as well do it. It's Netflix. Interesting. The trailer looks good. Like, it looks legit good.
Yeah.
And I hate to admit, I'm kind of excited.
And it kind of looks like panels from the book. That would make me happy.
Yeah, the when he's wearing the mask and he's laying down, you see the Corinthian
when he's oh my gosh, that made me excited. I was like, oh, it's the Corinthian. He's so creepy, and I dressed up for him as Halloween.
As Halloween.
And then what?
You said I dressed up as him as Halloween.
Oh, for Halloween.
You were talking Uncanny Omar pretty.
When he's trapped at the beginning and it's the close up on his face.
That was cool.
Is Dark Knight's Metal Omni an official solicit?
I want to say it's in the catalog. I can't remember if it's officially solicited yet. No, I don't think it's officially solicited. It's just in the catalog. So
getting a couple more, and then I'm going to get Mike's super chat. Do you have any plans to visit Europe in the near future? Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. You got this. You got this.
Oh, man.
No, we're wanting to go to Japan. We're saving money for Japan to take the girls because it's magical. And Europe is too. But
I would love to go back to Europe.
Last time we traveled, it was Spain.
Spain and, we went to France.
A little bit of France, like a day and
we
a
went
half
to France. My girl's first beach trip was in France. Mm-hmm. That was awesome. Like, my kids can now say, oh, yeah, the first beach I went to was in France. Mine was like in the playas in Peru. Any thoughts on Black Adam? Actually, Amanda and I talked about that on Wednesday. We do our comic book movie show on Wednesday nights sometimes, and then on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm excited for the JSA, man. Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate, solid. And I'm assuming it looks like, to me at least when I posted on the video, Mr. Terrific, like the back of his jacket, his Fair Play jacket. And he's one of my favorite DC characters. Oh, I can't wait. Hawkman looks on point. Cyclone, Atom Smasher. I mean, you've got the JSA. Oh, dude, I'm excited for it. The Rock is it's The Rock. He's a charming fella.
I like The Rock. Who is he?
Black Adam.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's the Rock, so he always plays the same character.
I don't care.
Of course. And there you have it.
That's why he's casted. may not be
Melanie
Black Adam, but
Melanie don't even care who Black Adam is, or may not even know, but The Rock's in it, and that's why they casted him. There you go.
Mike, thanks for another super chat. Are you guys doing your Saturday live streams earlier now? No, just today because we're going to the Renaissance Fair.
Yep.
Just hyper. Yep. Hyper.
Oh, this is a really good question right here. My buddy, Super Laugh Hard.
Hey, Super Laugh Hard.
I emailed you back, buddy. Happy Saturday. Today I got the hardback of Upgrade Soul. Have you read it? That made it in my top 10 books of 2019, I think. Amanda and I did an old reader, new reader on it. I loved it. It was one of the best reads. It's creepy. And if you've not read Upgrade Soul, I'm serious. Go into it. I don't even want to tell you. I'm not going to say the premise, but it definitely has a sci-fi horror feel to it. And it's creepy and it's great. Yeah. Simon Evers is asking if he should read Watchmen. Absolutely. Absolutely, man.
Classic.
There's a reason why everybody suggests it in their top 10 list. A reason why it's forever in print. Go and read it, man.
Do you smell what Black Adam is cooking?
You better give us the people's eyebrow, like he does in every movie.
Kid's saying that I was sad when DC's Legends of Tomorrow was canceled. Love that show and that cast. Sarah Lance was amazing. Love Sarah. But not love.
I'll be honest, I only watched the crossover during the Crisis on Infinite Earth, so I couldn't really say.
Can we expect Tom King Batman, Zdarsky Daredevil Omnis anytime soon? Cheers from Puerto Rico.
What's up, man? I think we'll get a Tom King Batman before a Zdarsky Daredevil. That's just me. But then again, Marvel has been putting out a lot of modern runs, like Spider-Man Beyond. I will never forget my reaction. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's coming out before Nick Spencer Volume 2? I mean, they just wrapped the trade paperback isn't even finished yet. That's back when I announced it. Yeah, so maybe Daredevil. Yeah.
I don't know the business and the ins and outs and the workings, but I have a feeling that Zdarsky's Daredevil will come out soon.
Oh yeah, man. Zdarsky's Daredevil has been.
But I'm partial.
Well, here's the thing: like Daredevil is a character that has had so much talent, like so much talent in that character has been like working on the book nonstop. It seems like one creator after another, he keeps getting better and better. And I know people are like, "Oh, but what about Shadow? What the heck is the name of that? The Shadowlands?" No. Okay. People forget that actually Andy Diggle's run on Daredevil and Shadowland, the 5-issue mini, were actually solid. It's just the event itself kind of fell apart because of all the other, all the other crossover stuff and all the other miniseries. But the actual Andy Diggle run was freaking solid. So don't dismiss that. It's a good run. But, I mean, good Lord, to have the talent that went into it, in spite of how some people feel about some of these writers, you have Kevin Smith, Joe Quesada, David Mack, Brian Michael Bendis, Ed Brubaker, Andy Diggle, Mark Waid, Charles Soule, Chip Zdarsky. Holy crap. How does a character get that lucky? It's just insane. And each one of them,
character get that lucky?
And if you think about it, the character is kind of like, okay, a blind guy that can fight real good. Cool. That's pretty much the basis of Daredevil, and people can just, dude, blow it out of the water.
Man is a guy that can fight real good.
He ain't blind. He ain't blind.
But Daredevil's smart.
He's a lawyer smart.
He's a lawyer smart. Ray Cloud, thank you for the super chat.
Oh, brother, thank you.
Hey, guys, now that Joker 2 is officially announced, what stories do you think they'll pull from? I personally love this person's take.
Stepan Sajic, I think.
Okay. Take on
he watches our
relationship
shows.
with the Joker.
Dude.
Sajic does?
Mm-hmm. He loves, Maddie. He loves watching Old Reader, New Reader. Ooh, this is tough because there's been some great Joker stories.
Well, here, while you're thinking, let me.
They obviously pulled from a Killing Joke.
Wonder Maddie has different guests on each week, Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time with Old Reader, New Reader. That it's a book. Wait, is it still this format? Mm-hmm. It's a book she's already read. She's the old reader, and then the new readers are the guests. They read it for the first time, and they discuss it.
Or sometimes it's vice versa. Like the guest is the old reader.
Okay. Yeah.
Amanda and I were talking about how much we miss doing that, and we'd like to come back a couple of times. So as far as what stories they could pull from for the Joker, one of my favorite stories is Going Sane. I know it's going to be weird to see that because this is like the beginning of Joker, so that might be too soon.
Yeah.
But I would say they probably borrow from the probably a little more from The Killing Joke and a little more from The Man Who Laughs. That would be good. And probably borrow elements from other movies by Martin Scorsese.
Thank you for the super chat, Lionheart. Omar had the first appearance of Sandman in Amazing Spider-Man and the first appearance of Gwen Stacy. Also, first appearance of
now you're just bragging. Quit lying.
He did super chat. You gotta believe him.
Oh, you did super chat.
You gotta believe him.
I told him to send me pictures. You better send me pictures.
Joey does have a question for you. What are your thoughts on the Spider-Man No Way Home extended cut coming out soon? Just repeating in case you didn't see my comment.
I didn't know about it until somebody messaged me yesterday. My buddy Bryant messaged me, and I'm like, what? So they're putting it back out in theaters with extended footage. And being married to the woman I'm married to and my co-host on Reels Talk, of course we're going to go see it. So I'm excited. I love that movie. I thought it was a great movie. I don't know, but it's coming. Cool. When are we going to get a Morbius director's cut, though?
James, going to Fan Expo in August, going to bring my Omnis to get signed. Where do creators usually sign? Dust jacket, inside cover, end pages?
Wherever you want them to. Wherever you want them to.
You get Don Rosa and you give him a Disney book?
Oh, hold on. Yeah.
What? Oh, I'm not allowed to tell this story.
No, you can tell the story. Just don't have that expectation what Don Rosa does with all the other creators.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is a special case because he's Don Rosa. He's the king. He took Omar's book. Which one was it?
It's my Kaboom or my Boom Gold Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck.
And it said Disney on it.
And the word Disney was on it. It said Disney's Uncle Scrooge.
And he took that and he marked it out.
He took his marker and went, Disney has nothing to do with this. And then I'm like, Mr. Rosa, you just effed up my book.
It's okay. You did good.
You're Don Rosa. So
You're okay.
You scribbled that. Dude, he was angry scribbling too. He was like, this thing had nothing to do with this book. Like, just the way he sounds and talks. I'm like, okay. It's like listening to your grandpa tell a war story. They weren't even in the trenches.
Adam, how are you doing, buddy? Have you read
the Necronomicon? The Neonomicon? I haven't read it. I need to pick it up, actually. You should start collecting Funko Pops as well. I actually have some. I'm not allowed. The rule was
I would pick it out for him.
Yeah,
when he had an office.
But she picked out some good ones though.
Yeah, like they had to be really specific.
She picked out some of my favorite rappers like Tupac and
that one was cute.
Tupac. You got me Flavor Flav.
He wasn't cute.
Batman Beyond, Wolverine, Nightwing. Did you give me Nightwing? I think you did. Sloth from the Goonies. Yeah. Mr. Miyagi. Yeah, so she picks them up for me. I loved it. I was like, okay, that's a good rule.
That was fun. But now you don't have it a regular office.
I mean, I'll put them up in my office though, upstairs. What's up, the Gus Buzz? By the way, big shout out to my buddy Joey here, who started his own YouTube channel. It's called the Gus Buzz. He reviewed an omnibus in there, and I haven't had the time to watch it. I actually, oh my gosh, Andrew sent me like, hey, here's some tips on the new camera you have, because I was having issues with it. He sent me that on last Sunday, and I said, I actually have it blocked out in my schedule to watch that this Sunday. That's how crazy.
On your daughter's birthday.
Right, because I'm like, I don't have time. I had to do all this reading. I had to do all this video shooting. So yes, everybody go and check him out. He's got a new channel. Go and subscribe and show him some love. They already did a second release of Morbius and it flopped. It's the Gus Bus, just like he had.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
They will add Morbius. No, wait. Oh my gosh. Then they would get people to go and watch it. Heck yeah, it's Morbid time. What is wrong with you people? This is why they did it. And they still flopped again. Hello, I'm fashionably late. What's your favorite Jim Lee story and artwork? The Bubbles. Uncanny 268.9. My man, go subscribe to the Gus Buzz, man. Good. He is good people. He's been on Old Reader, New Reader before. What's up, Connecticut? You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. Hope to see you at New York Comic Con.
I want to start going to. You can't read it. You can't read it.
What was the question?
Read it. Here.
You.
No, we didn't have one. I was.
I thought they had a question.
It was just comments. I've been mostly collecting DC and Marvel omnis. What other publisher would you recommend? Dark Horse, Boom?
Dark Horse makes these beautiful library editions. They keep the Hellboy editions in print. The older editions like Harrow County and the Goon are kind of out of print and really hard to find, but get those Hellboy library editions, man. They're great. Also, the EC Archives are some of the best comics out there published by Dark Horse. Image also does some wonderful deluxe hardcovers. Sometimes some of them go out of print, but things like The Walking Dead or Invincible stay in print. East of West, if you can find them. There was a small print run earlier. I highly recommend those. And Boom does some great books like Once and Future. Hopefully the next printing of Once and Future will have better binding. Yeah, I haven't read Dial H.
Yeah.
How are you saying it's good?
I've been cutting down on buying single issues lately. Do you feel like you get spoiled on major events and character arcs by waiting on monthly books to be collected?
I stay away from forums anymore. I don't go to forums. I don't go to comic book Facebook groups. I do collected edition Facebook groups, video game Facebook groups, toy Facebook groups, but I don't do comic book Facebook groups anymore because I don't want to get spoiled. So a lot of the things that I don't know anything about the life and death of Wolverine or the lives and deaths of Wolverine or whatever it's called.
I wanted to read that. I forgot.
Well, it's not. I don't have it yet. The hardcover has been delayed until
there are single issues.
July, but the single issue. What's up, Mr. Galaxy?
I like the covers.
But I don't keep up with single issues unless I can't wait on something. Like if it's something new, I want to read it. I'll read it digitally. That's how I was reading a lot of the X-Men books for a while, and then I'm like, okay, I'll just wait for trades.
The Gus Buzz, we're trying.
Yeah,
we'll go.
We got
just be nice to get.
We got an email from them saying, "Hey, you don't qualify for press passes, but you qualify for a professional pass." And I still haven't figured out if that's good or not. Best Jay Garrick stories are found in Jeff John's freaking Flash run, but really his JSA Volume 2 with the Hawkman story. Oh my gosh, the Hawkman crossover is freaking phenomenal. Mark Waid's run on the Flash also solid. Is Flashpoint Beyond any good? I haven't read it yet. That's the new mini, right? I haven't read it yet. X Lives and Deaths of Wolverine. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't even know what it's called, man.
Omar, who would you want on FF now that DS is leaving the book? Dan Slott.
Who are you? Look at you.
Earlier, people actually said the name. That's why I knew.
I'll be honest with you. Melanie's friend Chip Zdarsky, because he did such
He's doing Batman though. Come on now.
He got a contract with DC. He can still bounce back and forth.
You got to pace yourself. I mean, as he can't be working on everything.
Nah, you got to get that money, Chip. I'll call him. Chip, you better work on both. No, I'm serious. Like his Marvel 2-in-1, the Human Torch and the Thing story, that was such a good lead up to the Fantastic Four by Dan Slott. I'm honestly surprised they didn't give the keys to the castle to him. So, yeah, him. I've heard that Lives of Wolverine was polarizing. I honestly didn't even know.
Sounds like my kind of story there.
It was a follow-up to Inferno because of characters that appear there. So I'm curious to have to finally read it. So
has there been a conversation with David about IMAX printing quality? Man. There have been reprints and new Omnis I skipped out on because my experience with the new Fantastic Four by Hickman was so bad.
It's something that I did bring to their attention a couple of months ago, and I will again because I've gathered so much negative feedback on it. And it's not like, and never think that I'm overlooking the feedback, right? Never think because you're leaving a comment or saying something negative about a book that I don't look at it and let them know. I give them the good news as well as the bad news, right? I think that's the way this should work. Like if enough people complain, I don't want, the book to sell poorly and then we don't get a volume 3 or 4, right? But that is something that I'm gonna email this week. I try to pace myself in bad news though, so I try to put it all together. So misspelling on Olivier Coipel's name on Matt Fraction's Omnibus, and this, and then he can look at it on a Tuesday going, gosh dang it. But I even in the past when I brought it up, I also don't know if there are contracts, right? I don't know. They don't tell me, and they don't have to tell me. I don't know if there was a contract made between them and that printer in Turkey. I don't know if they have to print so many books. Because they got them out of a jam last year in 2020. I don't know. So those are things I don't know, but I do tell them about these things. Believe me, because I'm also, I'm not only a breaker of news, I'm also a reader, so I understand. But
it's a good quote. It's a good tagline.
I'm not only a breaker of news, I'm also a reader.
Wait, it's like those infomercials. I'm not only I don't know, but I'm
not only the president of Mint. What is it?
But I use it
Hair
too.
for Men.
Yeah, how does it?
But I'm also a client.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My wife and I just ordered the Usagi Yojimbo hardcover set based on your review. Neither of us have read any Usagi, but it seems like something right up our alley. Cheers. Oh,
enjoy it, man. It's some of the best comics out there. Oh, they're so good. Don't judge it based on that new show, though, the Samurai Bunny or whatever the heck it's called. Ugh.
Mike, look, this is what's up with the super chats. I didn't buy my cousin a wedding gift, so I can buy several super chats today. Well, thank you. Sorry for your cousin.
I'm sorry for your cousin. I hope he ain't watching.
Can't wait to hear your or her.
Or her.
She. Or they. Can't wait to
look
hear
at us being all progressive.
On Donny Cates' Hulk. It's nuts.
It's nuts. I haven't read it. I can't wait to read it. I did read Al Ewing's Venom, and I thought that was just okay. And I really like Al Ewing. But it's also co-written by Ram V. So I'm hoping Volume 2 peaks. I thought they said his name was pronounced wrong. You guys just trolling me now?
Torsten, where are you?
He's passed out. He stayed up late with me and Amanda. By the way, what happened yesterday's AMA? Didn't get to rewatch it. I can barely remember. I don't remember either. I think I told you some good news about a Harley Quinn omnibus that isn't real. Professor Omar, reader of comics at Winchester University. Oh, look at that. I'm just thinking about Professor glasses and my smoke jacket and a pipe. and a couple of young ladies to carry my big books around. Where are you going? Do you play any instruments? I play the guitar and trombone. Also, what kind of music y'all into? Do you have any interest in getting your kids involved with music?
Thank you for the super chat.
Dude, I played the trumpet when I was younger. What about you? That's it. That's the only thing I've ever...
You did?
Oh, and a mean recorder. Boy, I could 3 blind mice you.
That is so cute.
In the 4th and 5th grade, I was trumpet. I was second chair because big old nerd Brian Martin got first chair all the time.
During 2020, I was like, okay, you girls are doing school at home. You need some more stuff because, it's just not comparable to actually being in a building in school.
That's what the girls get for having a teacher as a mom.
I got him a keyboard and some books for lessons, but I didn't really hold them accountable and follow through. But my younger daughter is musically inclined, and I definitely, at some point in my life, want to help her.
She really is. You're right. She is musical.
Here's your pipe, sir.
Oh, look at that. I got a pipe.
You should blow bubbles out.
My friend Jessica said, I can only think of one person that could actually pull this off.
I did use that in a review once, and I had a smoking jacket. Did I publish that?
I
think I put it on Patreon.
There we go. I know it was released years ago. Thank you for the super chat, Sequin. But what do you think of Rising Star series? The J.M. Straczynski? Love it. I hope they reprint it one day. I have the slipcase edition. I loved it, man. I thought it was great.
Ew, there's black in here. Like there was ash? What? We don't smoke. We do not condone smoking. But
I may have used it. But yeah, dude, I loved it. It's one of the most underrated series. I almost thought about adding it to my hidden gems. And I may still, because not a lot of people talk about it. You want nuts?
Let's love that. I love how he turns into Beetlejuice for a second.
Michael Keaton.
That. Yes, in Batman. I'm like, he gets the Beetlejuice. He's what's it called? He's focusing, streaming, summoning. Oh my gosh, what's the word? Anyway, Beetlejuice.
I wanted you to click on that. Omar got the wrong V.
He got it correct. Which one, baby?
Here, why don't you let me take over for just a second?
I got it.
Hey, Omar, new to Omnis. I see you have a lot. Are they pretty fragile? No, they're sturdy. Don't drop them, though. Just like anything.
Don't fall off a shelf.
And don't fall too much in love with them. It'll break your heart in making you the fragile one.
Oh, shut up. It's so dramatic.
I really am. No, man, they're sturdy. Like seriously, I've had some since day one. They still hold true. Every once in a while, you're gonna have one or two that have bad binding, which sucks. But I think by now they figured out what the perfect glue amount is. Well, I'd say that, and then every once in a while we get ones in future. Are you excited for Thor 3? Oh yeah, man. I'm not daring. I'm so excited for Thor 3. I love Thor 4. Thor Love and Thunder, not Blood and Thunder. Donny Cates Hulk is just reading someone playing with action figures in an action figure fight. That's Civil War. Don't say that. What's your favorite Super Sons? I like Jonathan Kent and Damian Wayne.
I think it's Super Son's story.
She's high on life. She's high on life. Next Omni announcement should be this week.
What's your favorite Super Son story?
Oh, when they first meet. I loved it. Oh, I'm not supposed to read this. I don't think.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me make sure it's from Chris.
So, since it's basically the middle of the stream, let's show our PO box that you can send letters or donations for giveaways, anything you want except a severed finger. Near my condition.
Dirty underwear. Please don't send dirty underwear either.
Versailles, Kentucky, 40383. You can email at nearmaycon@gmail.com. Did we get any artwork this week?
No, we did not. My buddy Arthur, man,
So if you'd like to send artwork, we'd love to show it off and display it. Man, I still have artwork for my kids from like 2005. Like I keep stuff. So there again is the P.O. box. And
this is a gift card, a really nice gift card from my buddy Chris, who wrote a letter. And I think the letter's personal. So we're gonna read this a little bit later. Yeah, let's read. Okay. Thank you, Chris. Okay. Love you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
He's a good dude. What else? We have a couple of other things.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be opposed to clean underwear? I'm never opposed to clean underwear.
Bring it on, baby.
Oh yeah, Joe was asking earlier. Are you opposed to being called Mel? You don't like being called Mel?
How do you know that, Joe?
How do you know that, Joe?
How do you know that, Joe?
What's up?
I'm not mad. I don't get mad or offended. I just
David
really
calls
like
you Mel, and you don't say anything.
I honestly don't really notice anymore. But no, I would prefer Melanie.
I would prefer Big O. Give me a Big O. I'm gonna steal that sign from Jess and put it in my background.
Oh wait, I don't. Okay, good. It's not showing.
Good morning, Omni.
Tomer.
Hope you and the family are doing well. When can we expect that Old Man Logan Omnibus announcement? Say the phrase. Haven't heard of that one. If it's coming soon. Peace and love. How would you map that? Would you put the original Mark Miller, Steve McNiven omnibus or story in there, and then the Bendis story, and then the Jeff Lemire story? Is that, or would it be just okay to start with the Bendis story from Secret Wars, Battle World, and then move on to the Jeff Lemire part? I always wonder how people would map that one. I said Big O. Hey, Omar, have you heard anything about Marvel doing stuff with Civil War to HC since there has been some talk, but they're focusing on House of M. Maybe one day. What other Marvel 2099 omnibus do you think we'll be seeing now that they are finally doing Spider-Man 2099? X-Men. It's X-Men. It's X-Men. It's 2099. Yeah. I'd like to see everything. I'd love to see Doom. Doom is so good.
Oh my goodness. Okay, here, let's focus on Tomer sent this beautiful package.
I found these Italian editions of Meta Barons
on a park bench
with other books for giveaways. I remember how much you like Meta Barons, and I think you wanted some international editions of comics in other languages and designs, but I didn't remember. Hope you like these.
And he sent me figures to start my figure collection.
Oh, that was so
sweet.
sweet.
I didn't have time to start it. Thank you.
Dude, this is awesome. She gets figures, and I get a book that you found on a bench. A park? Who leaves a park?
It was for giveaway then. It must be like a free library thing.
Okay, so these are... This is an Italian. Well, can't show that picture. Look at that lady. She's eating her own. There we go.
Ew.
You're not familiar with Meta Barons and this wonderful artwork here. Oh my gosh. Jimenez's artwork is so good. He's one of my favorite artists. Passed away because of COVID in 2020. He's phenomenal. This always has reminded me of heavy metal magazine artwork. A lot of mature themes, though, in Meta Barons.
Her own what?
Oh. I said mature themes. You figure it out. You fill in the blank. Yes, found on a bench. Did you beat up a kid and steal his books to send it my way? I'm not opposed to that.
Look, and we could do a blind bag opening. Which Rick and Morty mystery mini plushie will I get?
Dude, this is so nice.
Thank you.
Freaking awesome, dude.
Oh, I got isn't he the real Morty? I don't remember the name. With the eye patch, like Prime Morty or something.
I can't remember. It's been a while since we watched Rick and Morty.
It's chance 1 out of 9.
So 9 people did not get him. I'll answer some questions while you're going through these.
Bart, if you're too lazy to spell out my whole name, then I'm too lazy to pronounce your name correctly. I'm not going to remember how I did.
Really important. Any news from David on that box set that was canceled back in 2021? He said, don't say anything because we might do it again. So it might come back. Picked up the Captain Action reprint by IDW this week. Haven't read it. Any other recommendations for DC reprints from the 60s? Anything but the Spirit, man, if you can find the Spirit. Of course, those will be from 60s. Are you excited for the Heinberg Young Avengers? Yes. I love his run on Young Avengers.
Look how cool this is.
Oh, my.
It's a little bust. This actually, it's good quality.
My favorite Jeff Loeb story has to be either Spider-Man Blue or Batman Long Halloween. One of those two. Those are great. Yeah, Jimenez passed away in 2020, man. It sucked. COVID complications, right? So after that, I did my top 20 favorite artists of all time.
We have a couple of other packages. When I'm done opening these, I'll open them. Oh, look. It's cute.
Omar. Melanie. Omar,
It
we'll
was
be
Omar.
seeing an Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1 comparison. I assume the artwork will look cleaner than my first printing, but the paper some of these books have been getting lately concerns me. Yes, you will. And I also have the first printing, so the paper is like thick. Not as thick as the second printing. The second printing is thicker than the first printing. This newer printing, I think it was printed at the iMac printer. And but you will be seeing a comparison.
Look how cute that is.
That's adorable. This is also from Torsten?
No, Tomer.
Tomer. I'm sorry, not Torsten.
And I'm going to put this on my desk. He said that these were figures he bought other people and never gave to them. So, yeah. Hamburglar, look, there's a Funko Pop. The person saying earlier to collect Funko Pops.
Can we get more OHC of the Dawn of X era, please? There are one or two coming. I haven't made an announcement of those yet, but I guess I could. And the gallery editions. Maybe I can make a video on all those.
So excited to be able to get my first epic in 2023, Kraven's Last Hunt. Oh, Fredsonator, I think you were yelling about that earlier, right? When's the Question Omni being released and doing pitch for it?
Hold on a second. Omar, I noticed you were wearing glasses in recent videos. Nice frames. They look good. Thanks, man. Yeah, I've gotten to be that age where, how do I put it? I need reading glasses. And, you know, you get to be in your 40s and you read so much and you were, you know, I was in IT looking at the screen for so long. Yeah. Getting older, it's definitely has its ups and downs. I've had a hard time with that one, though. I've had a hard time with needing reading glasses to look down, right? I don't know. Not a fan of it. That's for sure. But we all get there. At least we're getting older.
Sorry, I'm happy about these.
No, it's okay. Hey, Omar, when is the new Thor Omni a good one? Oh, somebody asked me about the question.
And is it good?
Dennis Cohen's artwork on the question is so gritty. That's my favorite thing about it. The stories are great. They're down to earth. Detective noir stories, but he's not really good at being a detective type of stories, and he acknowledges this. He gets the crap kicked out of him a lot. I love those stories. Dennis O'Neil. Yeah, I'm excited for that omnibus. So if you're expecting more of a down-to-earth, gritty, crime noir type of thing, don't think Ed Brubaker. Think less Ed Brubaker, opposite of all these characters that Ed Brubaker creates that are kind of badasses. And question is not, but he kind of is in his own way. I want an unwritten in the omnibus. That's Mike Carey, right?
I was hoping this would be Oscar.
So, Omar and Melanie, do you have any update on that Gail Simone Red Sonja hardcover reprint? Still not seeing it in the solicits months later. It is still happening. It was just been like everything else delayed. So yet another 6 out of 10. Yes, but funny, tongue in cheek.
Omar, thank you so much. Oh, man.
Hey, Omar, can you show us? Oh, Melanie did a little bit earlier, but we can.
Yeah,
can you get it, baby.
Just a second.
Do we have another box, or is that it?
No, there are more.
Okay. I thought we had some more.
There you go, baby.
This is what the spine looks like. This is from the direct market cover. It is the classic scene from If This Be My Destiny. One of the best, if not the greatest Spider-Man story. Underneath the dust jacket is the Amazing Spider-Man logo. I assume what the spine will look like on the standard edition, and then the back is Spidey, which they have been doing now.
We can take the dust jacket off.
Yeah, it's okay. This doesn't have a smell to it, but just paper quality. I don't know. The paper feels like an iMac printer.
Here, Newsweek channel. This is your package. I'm gonna cover your address.
It is the turkey printer.
And because you drew a little picture on it.
Remember to hit the thumbs up, Mentees. Thank you so much. And he drew a picture on it. That's awesome. Getting older is better than the alternative. Yeah, I realize that too. It definitely is. Chiropractors in the chat asking, look at that spine. Pushes up glasses up to the brim of nose. Evil laugh. I had glasses when I was 8 years old. Welcome to the club. Well, it's not just that. It's also like
you
getting a little bit of hard of hearing. Not as fast as I used to be. I try to go jogging. I can't go as long as I used to. It's just... Omar, any word on DC releasing Omnis in the 50s material? Strange Adventures, House of Mystery, House of Secrets. House of Mystery is getting a volume 3. So that one is at least coming out. I haven't heard of Strange Adventures, though. So no word yet, but at least we're still getting some. Maybe next year we'll get some more and I can focus on that. Also, the question's relation with his love interest takes a unique direction. I don't think I've seen that in Comic Sense. Yeah, without spoiling anything, that's a good one. That's a good point. We need a video of just Omar smelling things. I think Maddie got me beat on that one. Yeah, I was going to say,
Maddie would be good for the...
She loves smelling books.
Senses kind of deal.
I'm 25 in my mind. Dude, 20 years ago still is 1980 to me. So I feel you. 1980 was 20 years ago. How cool would it be if once we hit 50, we age in reverse? Cool.
Like Merlin.
Cool up until you get 80, right? Or no? Up until you get 90. Then it gets kind of creepy if you're still married, but you're at the body of a 10-year-old.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you went with Merlin. I went with Benjamin Button.
I don't think I finished that movie.
I had to get glasses this year as well. I'm 39, so don't feel bad. Think of yourself as fine wine. Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you for that. I'm 22. We're probably around 14, 15 mentally. Maybe I'll stay that way too. Love your channel. Big fan here in Canada. Please keep up the great work. Thank you, and please keep watching. Sorry, I put lots of tape on it. Extra protection.
Okay. Feel free to plug cheap graphic novels or Walt's Comic Shop. While this is being open, do not open until Doomsday. Doomsday is Saturday, usually. Look at the ears on that Batman's cow. Woo! So, given how Fear itself was in that Thor Omni with Civil War II, being an Iron Man by Bendis or Captain Marvel Omni, well, it's not in the... No, that... Wait, which era of Captain Marvel would that be in, though? Because that takes place between Kelly Sue DeConnick and Kelly Thompson's run. So I don't know. I would say a Bendis Iron Man Omni would be big, though, because then you have the Riri Williams stories. So it might be too big. Is there more tape in there? Read this. Dear Omar Melanie, if my calculations are correct, you will receive this note card immediately after you saw the DeLorean struck by lightning. I love it. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure reference. I'm not
that's bait. That's bait.
Read the rest.
That's bait. First, let me assure you both that I am alive and well. I've been living happily these past 8 months in the... Wait. Wrong note. Love it. This is being sent as a follow-up to the last week's delivery, this time featuring far-reaching, rare, and exotic antiques from the pleasant to the macabre. Amazing wonders to behold. Feel free to do with as you both please. Are there homies in there? Oh, the kids are going to lose their mind. Well, I know what I'm doing with those. So he sent us a baggie of Mega Man figures, which my daughter is obsessed with right now. Like, for real Mega Man figures. Are these Z-Bots? Oh my God, Reboot. Reboot figures, dude.
I used to have him, or he's somewhere, but I never had these.
I imported these from China or Hong Kong back around 2000, 2002 via eBay. I found them again last year, and I think y'all be better use of them than my closet. Oh, dude, my daughter is going to lose her flipping mind. That's Sigma?
For her birthday.
For her birthday. Hey, Omar, would you recommend Fable series? 100%. I love Fables. If we get a Civil War II Omni, I'll quit buying Omnis. Come on. No, you won't, Warren, because for every modern Omni, you'll get a third of a Silver Age Omni. So for every 5 modern Omnis, you'll get 1 Silver Age Omni, and they'll bring you back.
Pogs!
Is it Alf? No, Johnny sent me Alf Pogs.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, oh, shoot.
I get it. Oh, this is for Melanie. So we got Pogs, Spider-Man Pogs.
And there's some
I used to have some X-Men Pogs. I may still have my X-Men Pogs somewhere. Is it a bar of gold? Is it an NFT?
It's Dot's butt.
It's Reboot trading cards. What the heck? It was a hodgepodge of creators between KSD and Thompson's Captain Marvel run. Okay. Do you think we'll get an Ultimate Fantastic Four? Absolutely. Good morning, Omni. Weird seeing you guys up this early. Derek, I mentioned you a little bit earlier when you sent me the Curse Words hardcover. Iron Man would be too big if you throw in some. I think so, too, including all the Riri Williams and stuff. 43 and everything hurts all the time. Come Friday, I'll be closer to 50 more than 40. Happy early birthday, my dude. Alf Shrinky Dinks. Warren, no Marvel was doing that canceled box set of Civil War 2. Y'all don't leave Warren alone. He likes older stuff. Omar, how do you recommend packing omnis to travel to get signed and sketched in Comic-Con? I usually bring my backpack. I don't try to bring too many omnis because let me tell you something. You will be carrying those all day. I don't know where your hotel room, I don't know what your living situation is or how strong your back is. But when you have 3 omnis in your backpack, including other little things, it starts to get a little heavy back there. So I recommend definitely packing them with like a towel or something, like wrap your towel around them to soften the blow in case somebody, because you're going to be walking around people and you can be as careful as you want to. But when somebody bumps into you and, you know, it's crowded sometimes and people wear big costumes. So are you really looking at each one of those instead of getting the stuff out of the box, baby? She is.
Sorry.
She is. She's excited about these stupid reboot cards.
I like how you put the bombshell one.
So wrap them up in, if you don't have towels and like a t-shirt you're going to be wearing or clothes you're going to be wearing. You want to make sure those corners don't get bumped because it's the corners that will get hurt if somebody bumps into it. And they may have a cosplay costume. So that's what I would suggest. And depending on how strong your back is, 1 to 2 omnis in there. And don't take, and for the love of everything that is holy in this world, please take those dust jackets off. Unless you want your dust jacket signed. Is that a Game Boy cart of Sailor Moon? That's awesome. I have never seen that. We don't even have a Game Boy anymore, do we? Maybe we sold ours? Our original one.
Yeah,
should I pick up the Ice Cream Man hardcover collection? Do you like horror stories? Do you like Twilight Zone? Have you ever seen The Hitchhiker, the TV show? Yes, you should. It's great.
Somebody's asking about if we've read I Hate Fairyland. I want to.
I've read it. It's good. I had an extra copy. Feel free to give to a new home. Yes, we will give it with, this is The Amulet, one of the best-selling children's novels of all time. This is the DC Comics New 52 poster collection and like a little sort of mini poster collection. Omar's copy of Dustin Wins Batman, a lot of little Gotham, my dude, remembered. Yeah, I don't have this. Why didn't I have this? This is awesome. I need to review that with Lydia. And what is this? Is this the X-Men? Not as cool as Pizza Hut X-Men comics, but still kind of okay. Xavier Institute for Higher Learning Diploma.
Woo!
I can put my own name there, dude. Has met the requirements for graduation in this school by satisfactorily completing an approved 4-year course and is awarded this diploma. And the wedding album to go along with that. Is that Joe Bennett that did the cover? Or no, who was the guy? He did the handbook guide to the mansion. He didn't stick around in comics very long.
Alf cards.
Alf cards. There you go. I know where those X-Men are going.
I used to have this one.
That was a promotional for Age of Apocalypse.
And I loved it. I thought it was so epic and dramatic.
X-Men The End, because there never was a beginning. This is the promotion to the Legion Quest, which led into the Age of Apocalypse. I remember working at the comic book store when this was coming out. I'm going to get this. I have a Game Boy. What's wrong with you, Omar? I sold it, man. A lot's wrong with me, but that's where I start when I talk to my therapist. I sold my Game Boy. That's where the beginning of the fall started. Your favorite Peter David Hulk Omnibus? Mine would be Volume 2 with Keown art, then 3, then 1. 2 is good, though, because 2 not only has the Del Keown art, but it has the beginning of like it's Gary Frank, I think. Oh, Jan Dursema took over his run after he left, and she did a good job. Then Liam Sharp, then we had Gary Frank, Angel Medina, Mike Deodato, and Adam Kubert.
You can't show the inside.
Is this the girls? the pinup of Joseph Michael Linsner, who created Dawn, and there she is in the back. So this is the pinup. Let's see. Why can't I show the? Okay, can't show the inside. Whoa!
Oh gosh, you can't show the inside.
Whoa! Look at those heels. I can show that. That's safe for Saturday. So gosh. Wow! Look at those.
Draw me like your French women,
dude. That is a French woman. I can show that.
No, just don't.
Just don't?
Just don't.
Okay. My goodness. That lady doesn't have any.
So there was another package.
Yeah, he had previously sent packages for giveaways. Okay, this is good. No, never mind. Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to find something. Okay, can't show it. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. So for me, Peter David, I would say Peter David Volume 2. That's when the ball gets rolling. That's when you get a lot of the classic stories. So you're right. I agree with you. Good morning, Omni. Thank you for the super chat, my dude. Happy birthday to your daughter. Why does DC not include orphan issues of JLA? 32 and 33. Was that Christopher Priest and Mark Miller, right? Of No Man's Land, and then don't include it in any of No Man's Land, Omni? I don't know. I think different people map their books. I don't know if they're working on a skeleton crew. I wish those issues had been included, but yeah, they're not. You can still find them in the original trade paperbacks of JLA, just not in the omnibus. And my answer is I don't know. I think, yeah, mapping is done by different people.
I just want to say both Tomar and New Spoon Channel do such a terrific job of packaging and presenting.
Thank you all so much. All of you. Is there another box? There's another box. Can they do that?
For giveaways.
Lisner draws the best heels. Right? I was definitely looking at the heels.
Yeah, we can show on the next AMA. There'll be a Patreon review.
A Patreon review of heels?
Uh-huh.
Look
like
at those.
Suggestions of
that's the most realistic pair of heels I've seen on a drawing. Satoshi Urushiwara. Was that his name? Also drew those. I can't believe I just remembered that. Really well. Look at those Jigglypuffs. Jigglypuffs. What's up, Big Stu in Orlando? Any news next week? Yeah, there are going to be some news. News are coming. I promise. Believe me, David is trying to get it out. Trying to get them out before the catalog. That'll be a Patreon review then. Omar, what's the best New 52 run in your opinion? My opinion, I like quite a few of them, honestly. 52 gets a lot of hate, mainly from people that were just didn't want change, but I'm a big fan of Scott Snyder's Batman. Of course, is a good answer. That's the answer most people would tell you. I actually like Brian Azzarello's take on Wonder Woman. I like the horror twist of Wonder Woman. Big fan of that run.
It's in a convenient bag.
Jeff Johns' run on Aquaman is freaking spectacular. It's one of the easiest way to get into the character of Aquaman. I wasn't the biggest fan of what they did to Superman, neither the Pérez or the Grant Morrison run. They're okay. Justice League has some great artwork in it. Flash New 52 was awesome. I really dug that. When you have Francis Manapul drawing that, man, and writing it, freaking great. Wasn't the biggest fan of Green Lantern or Green Arrow. And Lantern was still being written by Johns at the time. But I think Lantern, to me, peaked at Blackest Night. The Blackest Night is what peaked that run. I'm sorry, who's this from?
This is from Jesus.
Oh, that's right. He emailed me saying that we have another package coming in. He's a really nice dude.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, brother. Death of Superman, Batman, White Knight. Here. So these will be for our giveaways. We do a giveaway whenever we hit a big momentous a
milestone.
Yeah, but I was trying to think. Do you want to do it at 70,000? We got a lot of books.
You already said that.
70,000. When we hit 70,000, we'll be doing another huge giveaway. So tell your auntie, tell your uncle to sign up for Near Mint Edition.
Lots and lots of DC books.
Lots of great DC titles here. Like this Batman and White Knight is awesome by Sean Murphy. You have Justice League Dark in here. The Convergence, that one might be for me. I think I gave mine away. Superman. Oh, you got the Death and Return of Superman in here. This is really cool. Let me show you something. This is the one printing I didn't get. Yay, me.
So, number 9.
This would have been 9. Can you hold that for a second, my love? So this is the Funeral for a Friend, Reign of the Superman, and Return of Superman right here. And when they put together, like volumes 1 and 5 will also be there if you can find them. I don't think he sent volumes 1 and 5. I don't think. But it forms the shield, the bloody shield. I love that. And lots of Justice League Dark in there. So thank you so much, Jesus, a gentleman and a scholar. Omar, happy birthday to your daughter. Do you think we'll get a reprint of Kamala Khan? That was her first omnibus she read. You remember that? She read that like when she was, my goodness, she was young. She was 8, right? It's 4 years ago. Maybe even younger, 7 or 8. Lydia has always been an advanced reader. I mean, she is a smart kid for her age. She must get it from her mama. But, yeah, she's... You know, I did text David. I'm like, my daughter would like a Miss Marvel Omnibus Volume 2. That would be nice. If anyone can make it happen, it's David Gabriel. And with the show, I really enjoyed the show. He was asking me what I thought about the show. I thought it was fun. I wish I was young again and could enjoy it like as a teenager. It's a cute show. Upcoming this week, tomorrow is my Legion 5 Years Later Omnibus Volume 2 review. Monday, I'm going to try to do the Where to Start Reading Black Adam, but I think more than likely it's going to be my haul. Where to Start Reading Black Adam will be Wednesday. Tuesday's the trades. The manga haul will be Thursday. And Friday, God willing, everything goes right, will be the upcoming DC Comics for the month of, the solicits for September. I think that's, am I right? Or that might be the third set. No, that's, yeah, I'm right. That's when it'll come out. What else? I'm going to try to get Murder Falcon in there. And then my most wanted DC Omnis that I want continued. So like volume 2s, volume 3s. So what was the first omnibus I bought? My first omnibus was the Uncanny X-Men volume 1, the very first printing. It's Uncanny X-Men, yeah.
What are the chances of Meredith Finch Wonder Woman Omni?
Why? Oh, David Finch's artwork. David Finch's artwork, yes. You know what? They focus on that, honestly. They focus on the New 52 a lot, so it's got a big chance of happening. Wait a minute. DC having spines that aren't disjointed between volumes, but they're only in trade paperback format. By the way, the designer of the Green Arrow Omnibus reached out to me saying I tried and tried, but in the end, we couldn't get it to match, the spines to match because of the covers they had chosen. So I thought that was interesting that he agreed that he wanted matching spines, but it wasn't going to happen. Whoever was running, whoever's decision it was to choose the covers didn't think ahead. So that's why they decided not to have matching spines on the Green Arrow, the Mike Grell Green Arrow.
Man, Cody Summers is hating this morning.
Is he? What's he saying?
Finch WW was an abomination. Aquaman sucked.
I kind of agree with him about the Finch WW. That's just my take on it. I don't know if it was an abomination. Abomination would be something like, I don't know, Daniel Way's run on Wolverine Origin.
If all your copies of Death Return Superman could form Voltron, which edition would form the head? This is a really good question.
The one with the fold-out page, so the latest printing, because it has good binding, too. The latest printing. It's the final one. I'm never upgrading. No more. I'm done. Unless they added more issues, then I'm stupid.
Ooh, excuse me.
Yes.
Have you read Jason Aaron's Ghost Rider run? If so, what do you think about it?
It's okay. That's it. It's okay, seriously. I do remember the miniseries, the word bubbles of the angels match the word bubbles, not like the actual word bubble, right? Not the font, but the word bubbles match the word bubbles that they were using for Deadpool. So in my head, I'm like, all along, Deadpool sounds like an angel. Interesting. Because they use the same word bubble for Deadpool's speech. Mm-hmm. Speech bubbles, sorry.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So some more DC content this week. There is DC content. Yeah. I should be doing my upcoming, or the the Superman Reading Order Part 3, because I'm almost done with Part 4. Yes. So sorry it's taken so long. I did not expect to be reading so much, and I'm still trying to get my Judge Dredd reading in. I need this thing called the Hyper Room training, like where Goku goes, so I can just go in there, or the ending of the Twilight Zone episode. I've got all the time to read now. But since I need readers, I'll crack my readers and go, but that's not fair.
Twilight Zone.
That's
okay,
just
Bar,
not fair.
I believe you. I do have a horrible memory, so I'm sure I was wrong. Well, DC reprint the Legion of Superheroes Volume 1 Omni. I love Mark Waid, so I want to read the 5 years later Omni, but I, of course, need to read from the beginning.
Right, the beginning has the big twist. Like, the beginning is the part where you find out, wait a minute, them dudes aren't the dudes I thought they was. Them dudes, the dudes I know they is. See, I got to speak in code, so I don't give it away.
New Conan epics coming out in the future, or have they been canceled?
There is, I think, one more that hasn't been announced yet. I think it comes out in October, but after that, I think it's done at this point. And I'm sorry, because I'm gonna miss them too. But I don't know. I mean, there might be a slimmer of hope. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, Hyperbolic Time Chamber. Thank you.
We got 3, 4.
Yeah, it's okay. Push your glasses up and say, actually, Omar, you dumb.
Just finished reading Thor 2014, run by Aaron with Shane Foster. Great series.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. I love that run.
Have they ever done a DBZ manga collection like the awesome Berserk hardcovers?
The most we got out of them were the Big Big editions. No hardcovers yet, so maybe one day we'll get it. I'd like to see that collected in a hardcover format. I love that manga.
Thanks for the
Quest for Peace.
Superman reading order part 4.
Thank you.
The Quest for Peace.
I think part 4 will have that character from that movie, because it will have the rebirth era stuff.
Do you know if the IDW Transformer stuff will be reprinted by the new license?
The new licensor. We don't know anything yet. We don't know who it is. We don't know if anything will be reprinted. Selfishly, I kind of hope it's not Marvel. I know, I love Marvel. Obviously, I love Marvel, but it's just, I kind of want competition out there. I kind of want somebody else to reprint them to give them the love and the treatment that they deserve. But then I worry that they won't be able to reprint the Marvel stuff because it belongs to Marvel. They don't have a contract or a deal like they did with IDW. So I don't know. So maybe I do want Marvel to own them, to give me a Marvel Transformers and a UK Transformers Omnis. That would be awesome.
Just finished Aquaman Omni, Omar, and it ends with kind of a cliffhanger. Can you point more to go from that?
That is is it Cullen Bunn, I think, or Dan Jurgens' run?
Nereus and Orm.
Mm-hmm. So you would need volume 4 of Aquaman, and that is the Dan Jurgens' run, I think, or Cullen Bunn. Can never remember who goes before who, but that's the next place to go, the volume 4 one.
I'm going to go ahead and jump off.
Oh yeah,
to get ready because our girls' friends are being dropped off and etc. For
Jeff Parker, thank you. Sorry, sweetie.
The Renaissance Fair.
Thank you, Adam.
I thought you were calling Adam, sweetie.
Nope, I'm calling you, sweetie.
Adam,
thank
sweetie.
you, Adam.
So this was a lot of fun. I guess I calmed down, kind of, didn't I? And I calmed down throughout the live stream. And so I'm gonna go get ready with my tiara and dress and go to the Red Fair.
You're gonna be looking all good. I'm gonna be looking like a peasant.
Where's your peasant shirt?
Got a potato sack shirt. I just want to say that I love this channel, these streams, Omar's expertise, and Melanie's bubbly personality. I hope y'all have an amazing day, especially Lydia.
I'm gonna tell her right now.
Happy birthday to her. Go show her those Mega Man.
Bye guys.
I'll see you in a minute, baby. I'll wrap it up. Wrap it up. Now you got me, so make it good. Make those questions good. Question, hey guys, any non-superhero comics you like, especially anything that it has not fantasy not fantasy or sci-fi based comics that are just more grounded. I actually did my top 20 non-superhero comics that I probably need to upgrade that list. But one of the ones I always go to is something like Terry Moore's Strangers in Paradise. Definitely more grounded. I mean, if you like historical fiction in a way, there's nothing wrong with reading things like Usagi Yojimbo. I love that stuff. Or Bone, or, of course, for me, greatest anthropomorphic animals ever, the Uncle Scrooge comics, whether it's Don Rosa or Carl Barks. Both of those are awesome. I think let me see. I'm trying to think of more grounded work. Anything by Terry Moore is really good. Although he does tend to go with a little supernatural feel on it later on. But if you like realistic and can handle violence, I love 100 Bullets. I thought DMZ was a good series. Punk Rock Jesus. Oh my gosh, Grant Morrison's Joe the Barbarian. Pride of Baghdad. That will rip your heart out if you can't stand this. Like, if you can't stomach animals being hurt. Pride of Baghdad. But go check that out. It's a video, but I do need to upgrade it though. But it's a video I did it a few years ago. Day Tripper. Although that does have some sci-fi elements. If you don't like that. Please notice that I have a question under the super sticker, Omar. You do. There's your super sticker. And here's your question. Do you recommend Son of Kal-El hardcover? I haven't read it. I just actually got it in this week. My buddy Kyle sent it to me. He was like, hey, you need some books for your reading order? Here you go. Because he knew I wasn't done. I don't have a lot of the Bendis stuff. And he was kind enough to give them to me. So I don't have an opinion on it yet. But I do love Tom King. Or not Tom King, Tom Taylor. I don't think I've ever heard your opinion on the Daredevil show. It's my favorite show. Oh, season 1 and 3, some of the best superhero stories ever. I love season 1 and 3. Season 1 is how you do a really good origin story. Had the best fight sequence of, I think, to this day, even Disney Plus Marvel shows. Yeah, any Marvel superhero show, TV show, the best fighting sequence was the corridor fight. Choreographed so well, filmed tightly. Holy crap. Non-stop. That shot and in the prison scene in season 3. I loved it, man. My soft cover, my SC. Have you watched Black Adam trailer? If so, what are your thoughts? Are you excited for the Netflix Sandman? Yeah, actually, Amanda and I did a video on Wednesday talking about our thoughts on it. Loved it. I'm excited for the JSA more than anything in the Black Adam trailer. I haven't read Grendel in years. I'm hoping I'll probably pick up the Omnibus edition when it comes out, even though it's soft covers. Supreme Omega Criminal by Brubaker is a good one. Did you ever get around to watching Vox Machina? I haven't, but I think Amanda really enjoyed it. I haven't watched it yet. I think we were going to review it at one time. Yes, need to get ready for the NMC live stream in 15 minutes. Oh, wait, Final Shadow, I'm so sorry. A big shout out to Final Shadow. He does our timestamps, man. And were you watching P's match? No, I'm not, but I may later on. Are there any video game tie-in comics that you think are good? Video game. I like the Guardians of the Galaxy one. I thought that was good. I don't know if it's really tie-in though. Walking Dead. Those Walking Dead video games are solid. Oh, what would your Mount Rushmore of comic runs? That's so hard. Holy crap. That is a hard question. I can give you 2, but that's one that I do have to think about. I can probably say safely that Chris Claremont's X-Men. Without that, this channel would not exist. Without that, I wouldn't be who I am today. Chris Claremont's X-Men. That really shaped me into who I became. Jeff Johns' JSA run. Oh, see, James Robinson Storm. Oh, this is a hard question. Okay, so I'm going to give you one. Just Chris Claremont's X-Men right now. Then come back to me next Saturday. I'll have an answer. Omar, I heard there was a Discord where people can talk about reboot toys in an AMA discussion of art books with questionable adult content, but where would one find such a thing? We do have a Discord that is part of our Patreon. If you want to check out our Patreon, it starts at $1. Then there's different tiers to meet your needs. Right now, we are sold out of the one-on-one with me. That's the $25 tier. But then there's like $5 tier, $7.77 tier, and $10 tier. And thank you all so much for being a part of that. For the people that are already in can, because I understand not everybody can. Got to save that money for those Omnis. They ain't cheap. Omar, but thank you for that. Do you recommend the Grayson Omnibus or the Sleeper Omnibus? Over Grayson? Yes. Sleeper over Grayson, of course. And I love Nightwing. But there. But I would have to go with that. Omar, you picked someone else's. I know I did it on purpose, but I still picked your question. Near me conditions bar question was, oh, dude, Shauna Sook's looking out for you. What a good guy. I answered. I was picking on her. SC, not soft cover, stands for super chat. Now I know. I stopped reading DC after Infinite Crisis and haven't read New 52 or Rebirth titles. Where would be the best place to jump back into DC? Because you're a fan of the pre-New 52 era, start with Rebirth, and I would suggest things like Superman by Peter Tomasi. So good. Super Sons. Batman by Tom King is a roller coaster ride of, that's some good stuff. Ups and downs, but people either love it or hate it. I think those are some of the best places. I really enjoyed both of those books. Wonder Woman by Greg Rucka was solid. So those three are my choices. With the Holy Trinity, I guess. We love a video of books about Mouse Guard and Captain Carrot. Hey, I love Mouse Guard. Have you started reading an ongoing manga series recently? I read volume 1 of the Tamagotchi. Oh man, what is that series called? I can't even remember. It's over there. I did read the Silent Voice though, and I loved it more than the movie. I don't know why. Will you be doing a review of the DC 1 million? Did that come out? I don't know if it came out. DC doesn't send me books. I have to buy my own. So I really, and I have my schedule. I think it came out already, didn't it? Is Superman Exile worth grabbing? Absolutely. Yes. It's really good stories in there. Superman says, I'm out. I'm bouncing. So he leaves Earth and wears a mask to breathe in outer space for a while. But it's a lot of the stuff that happens, immediately after Man of Steel Volume 4. So it's bye-bye, John Byrne. Hello, Roger Stern, Jerry Ordway taking over, eventually Louise Simonson coming into the book. Jerry Ordway, Louise Simonson, Dan Jurgens. Dan Jurgens is the other one, and Uncle Raj. Hey, speaking of Murder Falcon, is the deluxe out of stock? I'm having supply issues or something. I pre-ordered my copy back in December and don't have it. Where are you located, CB? It's not out of stock here. And it's not out of stock, so I guess depends on where you are, brother. Getting that 1602 cover that's behind you. Yeah, that's that one's signed by Andy Kubert. Melanie likes that cover, prefers that cover over the first one. The Super Sons Expanded Edition Omnibus was a blind buy for me in 2019, and I enjoyed it. It was so good. The new announcements will be coming, hopefully some this week, and it might be bunched up with a lot of information. I got to start. I'll work with David on how he wants me to announce those, but those are coming up. DC really making Omar into a Marvel zombie. I love DC. I do. It's just that, and people that watch my videos sometimes comment like, why do you cover so much Marvel? Okay, I love Marvel, but Marvel and I have a great relationship. The relationship with DC and I are almost non-existent besides a couple of emails, and that's it. So, I have to purchase my own DC books, and also because this is my livelihood, I have to balance out what I buy. I can't buy everything as much as I want to cover it. Captain Carrot rules. West Coast can't. Okay, so you're in Canada. It's still in stock on Amazon, but local stores chains don't show anything. I'm trying to think if depends on where they order from. Like, I'll give you an example of this mess that the breaking diamond, the whole diamond monopoly I always said was going to be a bad thing. And PRH is still dealing with damages. But the big things that are going on right now are, holy crap, some distributors are shipping things out way too early than the actual due date. For example, Catwoman. By Brubaker Omnibus Volume 1 has been shipped out by Lunar, even though the due date is not until the 21st, meaning that PRH will not be shipping out books until the 21st or the 20th, right? That is a nightmare for retailers. And then, to me, I don't have to be the first one on YouTube to have the first view at. Like, I wait on my Marvel books to do a first look the week the books usually come out. I try to do it that way because I know, by the time the books come out, if I do it a month ahead of time, it's just like, oh, it's not fresh on people's mind. But if I do it the week of, they're like, oh, that looks interesting. I may check it out tomorrow. So that's what I'm trying to do with those. So I don't have to be the first person out there reviewing books. And most people have told me they still wait for me to do a review, which is really kind. But what I worry about is retailers, meaning that some retailers already have Catwoman for sale while other retailers are finding their copy, meaning they're going to lose sales because people are impatient. Of course, I'm a collector. I want it first too. I'm going to go and find the copy out there with the retailer that has it. So it's things like that, like, say what you will about the Diamond Monopoly. This kind of crap really didn't happen when they were in charge. Now we have all these different distributors and they're kind of doing their own thing. PRH is also guilty of doing things like that. Lunar's guilty of doing that. And then you have Diamond over here that's trying to ship things overseas. So any retailer, I don't know if Reed's Comics is watching right now, or Walt's Comic Shop, or Cheap Graphic Novels, they all go through their own nightmare, whether it's damaged books, late books. So that, I think that is the problem with Murder Falcon, because it's being distributed by Diamond. So that's probably where the delay comes from. Hey, Omar, what Infinite... out in the Infinite Frontier DC, what titles would you recommend? I haven't read any Infinite Frontier, so that's a question for my buddy Wonder Matty. I wait forward to the collected editions, and I think we're just having a few drop soon. Have you ever had your own comic shop? I didn't, but I did work at one. My favorite job I've ever had was working at a comic shop. Seriously. Why are you finishing the stream early today? We talked about this last night and he asked me anything. Bar, you really don't remember. We're going to a Renaissance fair for my daughter's birthday, taking her and some friends. So we had to get up early to do this, and because we didn't want to miss it. And even when we go to a convention like Heroes Con, we'll still go back to the hotel room to do a Saturday stream. We love doing it. Will you review the 52 Omni reprint compared to the old one? Yes, even though it's $175 and I already own it. But, you know, I do it because you guys asked me to. Excuse me, sorry, watch your foot, just squeezing my way through. Sorry, I'm late. What's up, Immortal Ibsy? Lies, you've read Tom Taylor's Nightwing. But is that considered Infinite Frontier? If that's so, then that's the one I'm suggesting. I really thought the Infinite Frontier branding was something else. Morning, Omar. Has David Gabriel mentioned the thin paper quality? I answered his question earlier, and it is something that I have brought to their attention in the past, and I will bring it up again. Because enough people have left comments, and even though I don't reply back. Now, here's the thing with thin paper, though. I don't know if it's a contract, so I don't know if they could even break that contract, and that's not for me to know, right? The publishers don't have to tell me these things. I don't know if they increase the thickness on the paper, if that makes the prices go up, right? I don't know if they'll go up to $150 or $175. So... But whatever they decide is up to them. I'm just a messenger. But yes, that is something I am bringing it up. I haven't read The Kingdom, and I heard it's great and amazing. Nobody has picked it up locally yet, and I can't wait. I hope it's somebody like Dark Horse to give us like deluxe editions of it, because I've heard it's great. Yeah, why is Avengers versus X-Men 1,700 pages, 150, and 52 of 1,400 page book, $175? What? Different printers. I think the 52 is going to be printed in Canada. I assume Avengers X-Men is either China or Turkey. I don't know the dealings with that, but I just I want to thank everybody for being here. Seriously, I love doing these Saturday streams, whether I have to do them early or whether we're out of town. Thank you all so much for being a big part of this. Thank you for letting me into your lives for a couple of hours, whether you're watching later, whether you're watching it live, doesn't matter. Smash that like button, please. It's a great way to keep the algorithm up, especially with YouTube's new freaking algorithm, which is a mess. Because the dislike button isn't shown anymore, so now they rely on only likes, which is so whatever. I don't make the rules. I just make the videos. Yeah, thank you all. We love you all, and I know Melanie feels the same way. She loves doing this stuff. Oh, dude, Kevin, sorry, man. Morning, Omar. Like No Loving Blade of the Immortal, wondering if the narrative picks up and continues like Berserk, or maybe I should jump. Wait, how many? You kept me on with your super chat. How much have you read, man? If you're not enjoying it after volume 1, that is the tone of the book that keeps going and going and kind of stretches it out. I love the slow pacing. I love the historical aspect of things. I learned a lot about that era of Japan because of that book. That made me go and read actually the House of Five Leaves, and what is the Ring book that I read? All these Japanese novels that I should have read a long time ago. Because of that book, I finally read it. Okay, and the last one, The last question I'll take, I already answered this. But that's okay. I understand some people are getting here. How do I feel about Berserk continuing? I am happy for the people that are happy for it. But to me, Berserk has been such a big part of my life that it feels like a best friend. I mean, it's been a traveling companion in my life. It's kind of helped me solidify who I am because it's been part of my life since 1998 through bootleg anime. And to me, it felt when Miura died, it hit me hard. Like, it hit me like, dang, he's gone. And it felt like losing a best friend. So that's why you didn't see a live reaction of me or talking about Miura's death until a couple of days later, because I had to let that in. I had to let it sink in that he was gone. So because of that, because it felt like a best friend, like losing a best friend, to me, it feels like, it's my best, someone else is wearing my best friend's clothes. May sound like him, may look like him, but it's not him. So I don't want to crap on anybody's take on this because I know some people are excited. People have reached out to me and I think it's great. If you all are happy, that's awesome. But for me personally, it's just not the same. The ending might be where Miura wanted to go, but the journey there wouldn't be the same. So it almost feels like a fan fiction. And with fan fiction like that, it can go two ways, right? It can go the appropriate way. Like, I think most people are happy with Brandon Sanderson's take on Robert Jordan's The Wheel of Time. I think a lot of people that read the series were really happy with that ending. Or it can go the Game of Thrones final season way. I don't know how amazing these creators are, but yeah. Those are my thoughts. I love you all. Thank you. Wait. Okay. I don't really have a question. Here's a $5. Love you. Dude, I love you. Oh, look at this elf princess that I am lucky to be married to.
I'm ready for the Ren Fair.
So we're going to the Renaissance Fair. That's why we started this early today. We'll be back to our normal time next week. We love you all so much.
Cool. Wait, are they?
Okay. I've signed off like as many times as the Lord of the Rings ending. Everyone stay healthy and safe out there.